you action figure enthusiasts out there? JC here with another TNINews video. Now today's video is going to be pretty quick. I just wanted to give you the latest updates from Hasbro at the toy unboxing convention taking place this weekend in Mexico City. So the folks at the Magios Initiative, I think that's how you pronounce their name. If I butcher it, I do apologize. But and also Shartimus Prime is on hand there. He's actually got his own table, and those guys have been streaming the panels and sending us images with the latest updates. Now, there was a Hasbro Star Wars panel, a Transformer panel, and a Marvel panel. We did get a couple of Marvel reveals, and we got a couple of Transformer reveals. Absolutely nothing on the Star Wars front. Not terribly unexpected, being they had two reveals at San Diego Comic-Con, and they basically just showed the same stuff they showed at San Diego. Really not expecting any Star Wars reveals to come until October with Force Friday, which, I shake my head every time I think about that, but definitely, it's going to be a drought, a long drought until we get any kind of real Star Wars news. But we did get some Marvel reveals, and we did get some Transformer reveals, and so I wanted to touch upon those. Now, before I get into those, just my usual reminder, we have a contest going on both Toy News International and Marvelous News, where we're giving away $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. If you haven't already checked those out, I can't stress enough how easy it is to enter. You just go and you talk about your favorite pastime action figures, or one of your favorite pastimes action figures, and you get entered to win. So I'll have links to both of those contest details in the video description below, and again, I do recommend you check those out. Okay, so getting back to the news. So for Transformers, the only thing new that they hadn't talked about at San Diego was some stuff for their studio series, the movie figures. So they're doing a new Bumblebee movie, the Camaro version, which is supposed to be really highly detailed, more detailed than anything we've seen before. It's going to have his mask and his blaster and everything. Then we're also getting Soundwave, a new Soundwave from the Dark of the Moon, and that's the Mercedes-Benz version, and it's going to come with Laserbeak. We're getting a Last Night Hot Rod figure, a World War II Hot Rod figure, so that's pretty cool. And then also a 3-pack, the first time we're getting a 3-pack in this line, and it's RC, Alita, and Chimera, and those are going to be smaller scale vehicles, but very highly detailed, according to Hasbro. Okay, and then on the Marvel front, we got 2 new reveals, so that's pretty much what I was expecting, 2 to 3 new reveals. That's what we got last year, and both reveals this year are for the new Spider-Man wave. Everything else they talked about at their panel was stuff we had already seen at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. But the 2 new reveals are in regards to the new Spider-Man wave. So the figures, and these are the final 2 regular figures. We still don't know what the Build-A-Figure for this wave is going to be, but they revealed basically the remaining 2 figures. The others they had already announced and showed at San Diego Comic-Con. And just to recap, this is the wave with the classic Vulture, comic book-based Vulture. Also the comic book-based Shang-Chi. I'm sure he'll be getting his own movie wave down the road, since he's going to be getting his own movie now. But they're going on and doing a comic book version without the shirt and everything. We'll have nunchucks and stuff. And then we're getting 2 PS4 video game Spider-Man figures in this wave as well. So we're going to be getting the Velocity Suit Spider-Man figure and the Spider Armor Mark III figure. Again, all these we saw at San Diego Comic-Con. But the 2 new figures they announced today are White Rabbit, which is pretty cool, very obscure character, but a cool one nevertheless, a Spider-Man villain. Frogman, which was shown in the image that they showed with the figure, at least as of yet has not been announced. Who knows? Maybe that'll be the Build-A-Figure for the wave. But White Rabbit was the new one, and then also a Superior Octopus. So we got the Superior Spider-Man, which really was kind of lackluster when they did that one, but now we're getting Superior Octopus, and this does look like an improvement. Has the arms and everything, so if you like that version of Doc Ock / Spider-Man, that's one you're going to want to check out. So again, that rounds out that entire Spider-Man wave, other than the Build-A-Figure, and we're going to have to wait until another convention before we see what that is. And there's plenty of conventions coming. There's later this month we are going to be having the Fan Expo in Canada, where they should be showing off some new stuff. If there are any more Alpha Flight figures coming, that's usually where they show those off at. And they might, I was told at San Diego, they might have an announcement to make at the D23, which actually takes place the same weekend, but I don't know 100%. Hasbro's not going to have a real presence. They're not doing like their own panel or anything at that one, but they, you know, sometimes, like I think the last D23 they had Jesse Falcon there, and he showed off the 12-inch Black Panther figure, so it could be something along those lines. And then we have, you know, other conventions throughout the year, the London Comic Con and the Paris Comic Con, and a couple of others, and then of course New York Comic Con, where they'll have a media event where they tend to show off a lot of stuff as well, and that's in October. So definitely plenty of opportunities to continue to show new stuff. You know, we know there's a list that's been out there that has 2 figures that we've yet to see, the Punisher War Machine, and then some kind of Iron Man variant figure. So who knows when they'll announce those. And then, you know, like I said, at the end of the month, we'll probably see, you know, something along the lines. Probably something, they like to show the X-Force figure, so we know Strong Guy is coming in an X-Force wave, so they'll probably show off some other figures from that wave, and if there are any Alpha Flight characters in that wave, that's probably when they will announce those. But we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what you think about today's reveals. You know, are you excited for a Superior Octopus, or are you excited for White Rabbit? I think out of the two, probably White Rabbit is the one fans, even though there's younger fans that probably don't even know who White Rabbit is. But yeah, let me know in the comments section what your thoughts on the Transformers. And as always, subscribe to the channel. Like the video, hit the bell notification, follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. Check out those contests on Marvelous News and Toy News International. And until next time, guys, catch you later.